Hello, growers. Looking to turn your homestead into a profitable business? Or are you a farmer looking to boost your sales? Check out my book, Sell Everything You Grow. This book is the ultimate guide to choosing the right farm business model that fits your farm, time, and location. Discover which model has the highest profit margins and why diversification is so important. Whether you're selling apples, vegetables, or microgreens, Sell Everything You Grow will help you find your first market or expand into new ones. Get Sell Everything You Grow on Amazon and start selling more today.
Like you're saying, like people want to have like a deeper connection to the food system. They care about it deeply. And sometimes it's more of like they just need the opportunity. And I think so many times like we can kind of get in this mindset of like, well, maybe it's like a farm tour. People come and I walk them around the farm, you talk about what you're doing, but yeah, there can be a myriad of different ways that you can kind of interact with your customers, potential customers, or even to get outside of the business side of it, of just people who care about the food system. And maybe they don't live anywhere close to where it is, but it's like for them, a day trip, drive a couple hours to go see this cool farm and have a dinner and do all that. There's lots of amazing ways that we can sort of allow people to have like a real tangible connection to the way that food is grown outside of just going to the farmer's market. And maybe you're extroverted enough that you can kind of strike up a conversation with the farmer while you're checking out. Or maybe, you're lucky enough that you live closer to one if you're in a more rural area. But yeah, there's just lots of different creative ways. I know that was a big reason why I wanted to chat, was just to kind of open up the possibilities to people of what they can do on their farms. Because most of us have a chunk of the property that's either like not usable for growing, or we haven't expanded to that part yet. And yeah, there's no reason why you couldn't throw up campsite on Hip Camp or something like that. Like you don't have to build a 5-star luxury, cottage out in the woods that has, every amenity possible. It can literally just be like, we've got this like grassy spot and we put it on Hip Camp for like $30. I know we've done that previously where, when we would travel to go see family, we would always try to make a habit of, instead of like renting an Airbnb just, in town somewhere, it's like, let's enjoy ourselves. Like we enjoy being outside. We care about our food. So let's find some farms in the surrounding area and let's go stay there. And yeah, I think the farm dinners can be another really awesome way. Unfortunately, we haven't really had the chance to do more than one. And it was like a private thing where it was mostly just friends and family kind of to sort of test the waters. But I've envisioned being able to, do like at least twice a year, kind of like celebrate the summer solstice and the winter solstice. And, because that's another thing, like part of what we do is so connected with like the changing of the seasons and the astronomical bodies and how they affect the tides and the timing and the day length and all that, and really give people a chance to like come celebrate the winter solstice. Let's talk about the importance of the days getting longer and what that's meant for our ancestors throughout time and memoriam. And we work with a ton of chefs. I guarantee you, one of them probably could carve out an evening where it's like, hey, we have a bunch of stuff from the farm. We'll try to supply whatever sort of cooking surfaces or heat sources that you need, and let's just do like a cool dinner, and maybe we'll sell some tickets, we'll split it with you, whatever we need to do to just let people have sort of the full experience, not just farm to table where I grow it and I drive it into town and deliver it to the restaurant and their people prep it and you sit at their table and do that. But really it's like, you're sitting out there amongst the things that were harvested and now it's on your plate. And I feel like it can really make it very, very real and tangible for people who are desperate to have a deeper connection with their food.
Yes to all that, my brother. Like, I am right there in line with you. Totally agree with all that. Like, and I love the idea of celebrating the solstices. I think that's something that it's just for whatever reason has fallen by the wayside through commercialism and all that. And like, that's what I really like about farmers is they're, you know, super earthy for the most part and are connected with the land. And, that sort of like celebration of the return of the sun and it just like resonates with them. And yeah, I mean, I totally agree with the dinners and stuff. Like when we were in St. Croix, working at Ridge to Reef, a big part of that farm was that we would do these things called monthly, or well, every month we would do what was called a slow down dinner. And so we open up the farm. There would be like a celebrity chef that would come in from on the island, and they would work with whatever produce we had, available at the time. And it was all run on like a donations based like dinner. So it was like if you showed up and didn't pay anything, like that was fine. You could eat, but always everybody would donate, heavily. So I guess like since my beginning in farming, this whole idea of like dinners at the farm has been so kind of inbranded, I don't know, so part of my experience in farming. And coming here, it's really nice. I mean, those dinners were, at the community center, these big mahogany tables, open air, a lot more kind of lax and like island style than, the 16 course tasting menu they have here at Quercus. But like that said, you can do it any kind of way. I was just reaching out to my farm friend Amy up in North Carolina, and she just had this catering company come in and do a big dinner at her farm. And I was like, Amy, like, how are you doing this? Like,
Yeah.
what happened here? Like, how did you guys work this out? And, there's some like permitting and stuff that you may need to work around in your local area, but like, and it's a shame, in my opinion, that you do have to go through and get
Hmm.
permits. I mean, I guess you don't want to get people sick. Like, yeah, it makes sense, but there are workarounds, and you can have these events at your farm. It can be a huge moneymaker. I mean, I was reading this article the other day about how every restaurant dollar spent so like a restaurant spending $1 to buy food and do their whole thing, of that dollar, 7.9 cents goes to the farmer.
Wow.
So like that's crazy to me. Like almost 8 cents of every dollar spent by a restaurant is what goes to the farmer. And so like, yeah, you can make good money selling to farms, doing wholesale stuff, but like if you cut the middleman out and you're doing events at your farm, like how much more could you make? So yeah, I mean, I encourage farmers to try to get creative and do it in house if you can, like, and
And
give
and
people
I
that experience. Like people are so hungry for that right now.
Hey there. Want to spend less time pulling weeds? Check out Soil Shield by Modern Grower. It's the pre-cut landscape fabric solution to help you drastically reduce weed pressure. Just roll it out, staple it down, and plant. Then let it do the work for you. Say goodbye to endless weeding and hello to more free time. Plus, it's high quality, durable, and will last for years, saving you time and money in the long run. It's available in a variety of row and hole spacings to accommodate all the crops that vegetable farmers grow. Learn more about Soil Shield landscape fabric at shop.moderngrower.co or using the link below.